99% of Christians don't know the meaning of fornication. I'm sitting here in the truck reflecting and reading the good word, of course, and it came to me that most Christians really don't know the meaning of fornication. They use it a lot. You know, you hear most people say, oh, don't fornicate this, don't fornicate that. And, you know, they mistake fornication for promiscuity or whoredom or whoremongering, when in reality, fornication is something completely different than that. But like most things, you have to go to the Old Testament to find it because it's in the law, the Torah, which unfortunately the Christian churches don't like to teach. I'm going to take y'all to Matthew 5:17 through 19 real quick, just so you guys realize how important this law is. And it's in red print. Yes, this is the Messiah saying this. He says, think not that I am come to destroy the law. That's the first thing he says, is I didn't come to destroy it. Or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So he came to complete it. He came to show us the way. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Well, heaven and earth haven't passed away yet, so it seems like the law still stands. And then he continues by saying, whosoever therefore shall break one of these commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. So if your pastor is saying that, oh yeah, the law is hung up on the cross, you don't have to keep the law anymore. Well, Jesus is saying he's going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Well, there's not many people teaching the law today. So there's not going to be many people that are going to be called great in the kingdom of heaven, unfortunately. But I digress. In order to find out what fornication is, one has to go to Leviticus 18, and I'll start from verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord God. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein you dwelt, shall you not do, and after the things of the land of Canaan, where I bring you, shall you not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances. You shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God. And then he proceeds by saying what his judgments and what his ordinances are. And let me just backtrack a little bit. The title of this chapter is Unlawful Sexual Relations. Fornication. He begins by saying, none of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him, to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. So you're going to hear nakedness a lot in this. Nakedness just means you're not to go have intercourse with them. All right, let's proceed. So the first one, clearly he's talking about incest, because he says you're not supposed to go into any of your siblings. That's incest. The nakedness of your father or the nakedness of your mother shall you not uncover. She's your mother. You shall not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife shall you not uncover. It is your father's nakedness. Don't go into your mom or your daddy's wife. So this gives a different perspective when reading Genesis 9, when it says that Ham saw the nakedness of his father. And, oh, well, did he really just see Noah's naked, or the father's nakedness? Did he do something naughty that he wasn't supposed to do? Because it always says that Ham is the father of Canaan. And we know that Noah only had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So where the heck did Canaan come from? Naughty, naughty boy. The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father, or daughter of your mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness shall you not uncover. So yeah, you still can't go into your half-sister or your half-brother. The nakedness of your father's wife's daughter, begotten of your father, she is your sister. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You got to remember, polygyny was still a big thing back then, and you could have multiple wives. Therefore being, if your father had another wife and they had a daughter, just because she's your half-sister, again, you're not to go into her. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's sister. She is your father's near kinswoman. Hey, auntie. No, you can't go into your auntie. Don't do that. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister, for she is your mother's near kinswoman. Hey, auntie. No, you can't go into your auntie. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's brother. You shall not approach to his wife. That's unc's wife. That's adultery. She is your aunt. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your brother's wife. It is your brother's nakedness, and that's adultery. You shall not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shall you take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. So no, you can't have mommy-daughter time. It is wickedness. Neither shall you take a wife and her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. All right, Jacob, Rachel, Leah. Rachel and Leah were sisters. You can't marry sisters. Ain't no sister going on here. Not while they're alive. No, no, no. Also, you shall not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. If she's on her period, don't go into her, bro. Moreover, you shall not lie carnally with your neighbor's wife to defile yourself with her. That is adultery. And you shall not let any of your seed pass through the fire to Moloch. Neither shall you profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. So the modern day version of that, because they were giving their sons over to another god, Moloch, and they were killing their sons, their newborns, infants. Modern day version of that is abortion. When you read Hillary Clinton's emails, you'll see that they're still worshiping Moloch to this day. The problem are, you shall not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. It's homosexuality. Neither shall you lie with any beast to defile yourself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these things the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And the land is defiled, therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomits out her inhabitants. So, with that being said, this is fornication, adultery, homosexuality, abortion, bestiality, incest. All those things are under the umbrella of fornication. But if you don't know what Leviticus 18 is saying, you don't know what fornication is. And this is why in Matthew 19 verse 9, Jesus says, and I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, commits adultery. And whoso marrieth her, which is put away, does commit adultery. He makes a clear delineation between fornication and adultery. Because, well, say your wife stood before a beast and let a beast go into her. Or say your wife did some sort of incest or some crazy thing that Leviticus 18 is talking about. That's fornication. You can divorce your wife if she does anything in Leviticus 18. So I hope that makes sense. You know, all praise the Most High, y'all. We just, we learning more and more every day, baby. That's it. All right, I'm out of here.